starting off with Calavera. I know that Güero means white boy. I got called a Güero quite often growing up in Phoenix. But I don't know.
Calaguera.
Is it Calaguera?
Yeah, Calaguera.
So that's another one we need to know what it means. This is the first issue that came out this week, and it's got a beautiful Tehani Far variant, virgin variant, the badass skull in the background. What's up with that dude's
Does that
foot?
mean it's AI if they got 3 toes?
Tahani Farr was doing a lot of signing at San Diego this year. I saw her doing a ton of signing. She had so many books out. Conan stuff too. So Guerra means war. Okay. There we go.
Speaking of San Diego, it's happening this year or next year for me.
What, going?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a job now, so I have no excuses.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, this is a cool book, and just came out this week. Interesting, 1 in 7. Blood Moon's taking the dynamite approach on ratio variants and changing it up.
Yeah, 1 in 7's a little odd. It's the exact same cover as the or there's only 2 covers, just the trade dress and a virgin. The virgin's 1 in 7. But yeah, selling for about 15. Pretty sparse. It was really hard to find like even any for sale anywhere. So if you like this one might be pretty hard to find, I would think.
Ben, can I please have your comic book cover anatomy review on that foot?
I'm assuming the foot has something to do with the story, like it's obviously some kind of alien or something. Right?
Yeah, it's like
I mean, you would hope so.
Why are they all wearing wrestling costumes? They look like it should be in the WWE.
Good question.
All right.
Maybe they are.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the book.
Yeah. There we go. Jesus, look at that. That's fucking crazy. It's cool. It's a cool skull cover, though. Throw a skull in there, I'm gonna like it.
Hell yeah.
All right, moving on. The Jim Henson's Labyrinth, David Mack, 1 in 50 for issue number 1 is all right. I'm gonna ruin this for a lot of people. If you look at this, it's not very good. There's something off about this. I can't tell if it's a face, if it's the stuff he's wearing, but there's something off about this. But being David Bowie, people are going to buy it, right? So I'm not surprised this is selling at what it's selling for, which is $55 for a 1 in 50. But man,
Yeah, what do you think is off on it though?
I think it's the layers. It looks like there's too much there's too much light white where it almost looks kind of flat and spacey. And every time Mac does his covers, he usually puts a layer on top of layer, different colors. This is like one of his worst covers ever. I mean, this is horrible.
I'll tell you what it is. It looks like he just got out of plastic surgery, bro.
That too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's either his face or his clothing or the, like Rich was saying, but again, some people like it. Brandon says he thinks it's beautiful. But yeah, man, I like the owl. The owl looks badass. The owl looks really good. But there's just something off about
who.
Yeah.
Well, you know how like most of his stuff, is like it's like some crazy artist that uses some kind of watercolor kind of pastel paints, and he just makes it look so beautiful. This looks like somebody who tried to copy David Mack and use like actual like water paint over at Walgreens and just like forgot a bunch of stuff. I mean, honestly, it does.
Yeah, it looks like
floppy.
yeah, it looks kind of off. It's weird.
Yeah.
But there we go, $55. It's interesting, very interesting.
What I do have a question, and maybe you guys don't know this answer or do know the answer. I don't know. So one of the variants is like a Mondo poster for this, but they used that before on like an old Boom series for this.
Was it the Torque
So-
one? The Torque one's really good.
No, it's like it's got it looks like a Mondo poster, so it's like got like all the stairs and stuff, but they've used that cover before. So I'm like, I'm confused. Why are they using literally the exact same cover?
Yeah. That's interesting. For issue 1, you said?
Yeah, because this just came out this week.
Oh
but
yeah, look at that. It is. Is it just like the Mondo print?
No, there's a cover. That cover is.
Yeah, this is the cover. So this is a Mondo
I know,
print?
no. There's a previous book. There's a previous Labyrinth
Oh, I got you.
from like a few years ago that is pretty much that exact same cover.
I got you. Man, such a great movie. This
Yeah.
Torque one is beautiful. Even with the trade dress. The Mercado's really good. I really like this one with the trade dress. Beautiful. I remember, so my mom had her horse down at her friend's. Her horse was at her friend's house. So when my mom would go riding with her friend, we would go over to her friend's house and we would always rent a movie. And we rented this movie like 3 weeks in a row and watched this movie every day, multiple times.
That's awesome.
Constantly. It was one of the best movies ever, man. And I think I could watch it and still feel that way. Such a great movie. I remember my brother being scared of the little the Hogwarts dude. What's that guy's name? I forget his name. The weird dude, the little short guy.
The dwarf dude.
Yeah. Whatever his name is.
There's a couple of them in there.
Yeah. Great
Goblin
fucking
Core?
movie. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyways, must have not been that great if I can't remember.
Goblin. It's Goblin. Warwick
Okay.
Davis. Goblin.
No. I'm talking about Hoggles. Thank you, Jersey. Today.
Oh,
Hoggles.
Hoggles.
In
Gotcha,
Labyrinth.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, all right, here we go. Moving on. Tomb Raider, issue number 33. Again, specifically the newsstand. This book, surprisingly, was not the variant. When this came out, the Hughes was not the book that everybody wanted. The Tony Daniel was the book that everybody wanted. The Tony Daniel was part of Wizards Hot 10 way back in the day in 2003 when this came out. It was a hot book, and I don't even remember seeing the Hughes variant until way later in my collecting time period. Crazy book.
Yeah. I don't. Man, I get. Maybe I just didn't even realize that there were newsstands this late in the run.
It's tough to notice that newsstand though, bro.
It is.
Yeah. It must be pretty hard to get. Because that CGC 9.8 that sold this week sold for $550. I think just the regular 9.8 maybe is like maybe $100. So it's like probably more than 5x.
Mama.
Yeah, that's a great cover, man. He
That's
did
a
some
mama
really
book.
good Tomb Raider covers for sure. $550. Wow, not bad.
Yeah.
Moving on. Haunt, issue number 26. Is this the first appearance of Lady Haunt in this issue?
That's what the listings were saying. I
Okay.
don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the listings were saying. Yeah, $20 for this, and this is a gruesome cover, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to even see what's going on there. Just there's so much
Gore.
so much blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much. It's hard to even tell what's going on.
I first thought it was Witchblade when I first saw this. I was like, did they do a Witchblade crossover? But it's weird, man.
But I would tend to think that this is probably, I mean, any of these haunt books, especially later in the run like this, I would tend to think that these have to just be sitting in back issue bins that
Oh yeah.
you could just go grab pretty much all of them at this point.
Yeah. Hunt was a great series, dude. Great character. Especially those first, however many issues that Kirkman and McFarlane were working on.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was awesome. So $20 feels cheap if this ever takes off. These she characters always take off at some point. So, all right,
Yep.
moving on. A beautiful, beautiful David Aja Scarlet Witch number 13 cover from 2016 is on the list at $30 raw for this.
Yeah, this was only selling for like 10 or 15. Obviously, it's weird to look at this and think of the TV show Agatha, because it just doesn't, like, the age gap is so different that it's hard to like even consider it being the same character at all. But did you guys watch either of the first two episodes?
Yeah. I
Shout
thought
out to
they were pretty good. I was shocked. They were pretty good.
Josh
We'll see
G
what
drops
happens,
a
yeah.
$4.99 super chat saying shout out to the crew. Appreciate you, brother. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
what's up, Josh?
What's up, Josh? I didn't watch the second. I fell asleep. I watched the first one last night.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good, so we'll see what happens, man. But I thought
Penguin was decent too. I watched Penguin. It wasn't bad.
Penguin, hey, dude, the Penguin was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, and everybody was saying that was bad too. And I thought it was great.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Hell no, man. The Penguin was awesome, dude.
Yeah. I like them both so far. We'll see how long they play out, but this run of covers by Aja was unreal back then.
Yeah. I was just a beast.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, I
Gorgeous.
mean that's just that's get it right. If the series turns out to be really good, this book is gonna, as well as I do, this book will go up.
Is this her first appearance in this or just first is this no?
No, her first appearance was like
Yeah, and
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four. Yeah.
something.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, like 80.
You're talking about the
80
old lady?
Yeah, that's Agatha Harkness.
Oh, I thought that was a different character on the cover. I didn't realize that was Agatha on the cover.
That's Agatha.
Okay.
Man, you name your kid Agatha, you know there's gonna be an ugly motherfucker, bro. Agatha, come here.
$30 for a regular A cover too is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
But she doesn't really have that many. I don't know if she even has hardly any covers at all. This is probably one of the very few covers she even has.
Yeah, good point.
yeah.
Maybe she'll turn into that rendering, at the end,
But then, I mean,
Hmm?
can you imagine if she turned into that and then they showed her butt like they did in the first episode?
Right.
That'd be a
Mama.
Moving on. This one's great. Campus Comics, a one-shot from 1970 put out by the students of Brown University. This is pretty interesting right here.
So this is about as political as this show's ever really going to get. But this was a whole different time. But yeah, I mean, they got Richard Nixon there on the front, just
Boot on the
smashing
head,
dude's-
yeah.
smashing the dude's head. Which I don't know if is that somebody famous or something? I can't even. It's hard.
Looks like Stallone, dude.
I couldn't tell if it was like one of the Beatles or something like it feels like it might have been like Ringo or something like that. But I don't know. Like he's drawn so weird. Looks like a horse.
Yeah, it looks really weird. But again, just students at the college decided to do this. Oh, it could be John
Yeah.
Lennon. Great idea. They call me Bruce. Could be John Lennon. Who knows?
But yeah, $250 for this, and it was in terrible shape. Now I can't imagine. I mean, if it was like literally from Brown University, I would think that they're. I mean, how many of these would have even survived?
Not
Right.
many. Not many for sure.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty.
It's a
Pretty cool.
blow book, dude.
It makes me. Does this not make you just want to draw your own book and just like? I mean, just randomly, just make your own book. Do like 3 copies, and then just put them like in a safety deposit box. Like in 50 years, somebody be like, "Oh my gosh, look at this book! Like this is crazy. What is this?"
No.
Well, the people that went to the school during that time, I imagine would, be stoked about this and shit like that. Wow, man, that's crazy. There we go. $250. All right, moving on. Weird War Tales, issue number 82 from 1979. Had a nice little CGC 9.8 sale.
Yeah, this one's I believe this might have been the only 9.8 in existence, but with all those other weird things that we've been seeing with all these swastika covers and stuff like that, this one it goes kind of unnoticed unless you're like really looking at the cover, and then you're like, oh, there is a swastika on that cover.
She's setting somebody on fire, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
Or
yeah, so for $250, again, I think this might have been the only 9.8, which is kind of weird.
Evans cover.
Dude, that's a cool fucking cover. Dude.
There's a lot of really good Kubert work in this run, and early Frank Miller too.
Early, oh my god, what's the artist's name?
Simonson.
Yeah, Walter Simonson is like his first work in World War. Might be like 60 something. I can't remember, but I have a couple of those covers.
Yeah, great run. Was always really affordable for the longest
That's
time.
pretty good, Brian. You know your art.
Yeah. I always love looking at this run. So good shit.
Me too.
I mean, a lot of the horror comics and the war comics like that. I mean, there's like you talking about like some crumbs left as far as speculation. Like getting these in high grade is a no-brainer. So if you see these out there in the wild and it's $5, but it's a super high grade, I would scoop it up. I'm not saying to go get it slabbed, but having these bronze these 40 centers in super high grade is not a bad play.
So hard to find in high grade.
Yeah. Moving on, next, Adventures of Mighty Max, issue number 2. This is a classic UK book based on a toy and cartoon series, I believe, right?
Bro, that's Goblin and Peter, bro. That's a fucking ripoff.
And I love old school UK comic mags because a lot of them always had freebies with them, where they were stickers, magnets, the masks, boomerangs, airplanes that you could throw. Like they did some crazy stuff. Like First Judge Dredd had something with it too. And this one specifically sold with the magnets still intact, right?
Yeah. So what is? I mean, I don't remember this. I mean, I graduated high school in the early '90s, but I literally don't remember anything about Mighty Max. What was
it? Was a toy. Max? It was a toy back in the day. Here you go. So,
was this a European toy only?
No, they had them here in the States, but I don't remember them doing a there's all here's the cartoon also. So there was a cartoon about them and all that stuff. So yeah, just the old school toy property. But I remember my brother having these. These things sell for quite a bit of money on the secondary market, these toys.
Wow.
Quite a bit of money on the secondary market. So
what are they?
They're like so they're like little monster heads, but when you open them up, you
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, there's like little maps in there and worlds and toys. Let me show you. See if they have any of. Oh, here we go. See?
Man,
All right.
those are small to start with, right? How
They're bad.
small is that stuff inside?
Yeah, and think about that's why like these things they're always lost too. So when you
Man,
have
how did a
everything-
kid not choke on that shit, dude? You know what I mean? And then they can't cancel the Boba Fett, Rocket Fire, and Boba Fett, dude. You know what I mean? How did a
Yeah.
kid not fucking stick that up their ass or choke on it, man?
Yeah. So
Some bullshit.
Zabit is saying it used to come on in the morning before Gargoyles. My brother, I remember my brother wanting these as a kid. So pretty
Oh,
crazy.
it came on before. I watched Gargoyles, but I don't ever remember this show at all. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get old. You forget literally everything.
Yep. Moving on. Corgi Short Tales, issue number 1 from IDW in 2017. And there's actually a rare variant for this issue too, which is interesting.
Never heard of this book, but I don't even know what it's about.
Oh, Corgi, bro.
Right. What is that?
Corgi.
Is
So
Corgi the fox?
I'll tell you. Corgi Short Tales is a 48-page comic book collecting all 7 Corgi stories from Free Comic Book Day together with a brand new adventure called Cloud Cat. A robot loses its head, finger puppets battle, a dragon learns to breathe fire, and Sprout the Corgi stuffs himself with delicious treats. And there's a variant for issue number 1 also that is actually really, really good. Look at this. That's awesome right there, dude. Riding on the snail, the great looking background. So,
Hell yeah.
What,
I like
what
the
does that
fox.
say?
The fox is dope.
What does that say? Like that doesn't say IDW at the top. What does
yeah,
that say?
it says
Man, it looks like IDW.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's clearly but that is not the IDW letters. What does that say?
For some reason it's not letting me.
Oh,
Blow
maybe
it
it's
up.
because it's a variant or something.
Maybe it's a IDW Kids thing. I don't know what it says there. Yeah, it won't let me.
I can tell you that if I would have seen, like, if I ever ran past this, I would have not picked this book up.
Yeah. That's not a fox, Richie. That's a dog, a corgi, which is a breed of dogs that have these really
it's like an
short
Akita.
legs, but really
looks like
short
a dog.
legs. Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
So-
then that girl must be really short then.
It says top shelf. Says John Horn. Shout out to John Horn and D from
Says
Comics and Sneakers.
Top shelf.
Yeah, top shelf. That's what it says. So, $20 for the A cover. I imagine that variant. It's a subscription variant. How many people had a subscription to that? You know, I don't know why they call them subscription variants. I wonder how many people had the subscription. So, yeah.
Why do they call them subscription bear? Because they have them for all their. That's all their B covers are all say
Yeah.
sub covers.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, but yeah, I'm not surprised. It's kind of interesting that 7 free comic book tales. So they've been doing that book for a while, or that storyline. So, yeah, there you go. Zabit says it just means you ordered it via FOC or pull box. Okay. That's interesting too. That
Get
is
the
interesting.
big brain on Zabit, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Moving on. Oh, Johnny Desjardins has really upped his art game, man. He has had some covers that have been absolutely beautiful lately, and this one for sure. Cold Dead War #1, the Desjardins variant, which is this. There's a trade dress and then this Virgin one, and the Virgin is supposed to be limited to 150. So
Yeah. And I'm not 100% sure, but all the ones that I saw were all signed. I don't know if that means that they actually all are signed. So whoever bought these, if you know, but these were only selling for like 15-20 bucks, because I don't think anybody necessarily. Wasn't there another cover of that Cold Dead War that people liked, like a pinup version or something like that?
yeah, there was a bomb pin, like the pinups they paint on planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing this one, but yeah, I agree. This covers, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this is I'll just give people while searching out for the show to find information on it. This is a retailer variant. It is available. If you guys search it out, you can go find some on the internet, and if you like it, go ahead. But yeah, this I don't think there's very many retailer variants of for Cold Dead War, but I could be wrong. There is on cover price. There's a ton of these ones. Look how good it looks. The zombie version of the pinup. That's crazy. She's got the shoes, and then the regular pinup is really good too. There is nudie versions, which are YouTube art, but there you go. There's the regular pinup. So George Romero storyline, it looks like, and put out by Heavy Metal.